There are places in this world that hold their secrets close, revealing them only to those who truly listen. Corsica is one such place. It sits in the Mediterranean, a French island with a spirit all its own, untamed, authentic, and breathtaking. Called l'Île de Beauté, the Island of Beauty, Corsica is more than just a pretty face. It's wild at heart. Unlike the polished French Riviera, Corsica is rugged and raw, where mountains plunge into turquoise seas and ancient villages cling to the hillsides. The air is thick with wild herbs, and every corner promises adventure. This isn't a place for a quick visit. Corsica asks you to slow down, breathe deeply, and look closer. Its treasures are subtle. A stranger's kindness in a mountain cafe, cheese made from a centuries-old recipe, a hidden cove all to yourself. Discovery here is about peeling back layers of history, of nature, of tradition. It's less a holiday, more a pilgrimage. So come with me. Let's wander Corsica's forests, climb its granite peaks, and dip our toes in its crystalline waters. Listen to the stories in its ancient citadels, taste the flavors that define its character. Forget what you know about Mediterranean islands. Corsica is a world apart. It's a hidden gem, waiting to be discovered with an open heart and a curious spirit. Quite simply, it's unforgettable. The first thing you notice in Corsica is the scent, a wild herbal perfume that fills the air. Napoleon claimed he could recognize his homeland by this fragrance alone, the maquis. The maquis is a dense aromatic scrub land of myrtle, lavender, juniper, and wild mint, covering half the island. In the sun, these plants release their oils, creating a heady aroma that follows you everywhere. Walking through the maquis, every step releases bursts of fragrance. The air buzzes with bees and the promise of freedom. This landscape is the soul of rural Corsica, a living link to the past. For centuries, islanders used these plants for medicine and cooking, living in harmony with the land. The maquis changes with the seasons, but its presence is constant, a reminder you're somewhere truly special. That scent is the smell of freedom, of nature in its purest form. It's the first hello and the last goodbye Corsica offers. To know Corsica, you must breathe it in. Corsica is a mountain in the sea. No description fits better. Its granite peaks soar over 2,700 meters, a dramatic spine running down the island's center. These mountains are ever present, their jagged silhouettes cutting into the sky, their slopes carved by time. The scale is staggering. One moment you're by the sea, the next you're winding up a steep mountain pass. The GR20 Trail, one of Europe's toughest hikes, traverses this wild terrain. But gentler paths lead to waterfalls and ancient pine forests. What's magical is how the mountains meet the sea. Cliffs drop straight into azure water. The Calanques de Piana, with their fiery red granite, glow at sunset. A natural art gallery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Here you feel small in the best way. In the mountains, peace and solitude reign, the silence broken only by a hawk's cry or a distant cowbell. It's a place to reconnect with the earth. These mountains are Corsica's heart and soul, shaping its people and its story. They are a fortress of untamed beauty, both powerful and serene. To stand here is to feel the island's spirit. This is Corsica at its most raw and real. If the mountains are Corsica's heart, its villages are its soul. Perched on hilltops or hidden in valleys, these ancient settlements are living museums, real communities shaped by the seasons. Built from local granite, their stone houses huddle together, blending into the landscape. Wandering their narrow, cobbled streets is like stepping back in time. Villages like Sant'Antonino, with labyrinthine alleys too narrow for cars, offer profound tranquility. Life revolves around the central square, shaded by plane trees, anchored by a church, and alive with conversation. There's a powerful sense of community and pride here, a spirit of independence and endurance. The journey to these villages is winding, but the reward is immense. Stunning views, authentic life, and a glimpse of the Corsican spirit. These villages are the keepers of history and tradition. They are timeless, resilient, and utterly enchanting. To know Corsica, you must taste it. The island's food is robust and deeply connected to the land, hearty, honest, and unforgettable. Local ingredients shine: chestnuts from the forests, wild herbs from the maquis, fresh seafood from the sea. Corsican charcuterie is legendary, free-roaming black pigs yield cured meats like prosciutto, coppa, and lonzu, each with a unique nutty flavor. Cheeses, especially brochu, are made from sheep's or goat's milk and used in everything from savory dishes to sweet fiordone cheesecake. Along the coast, fresh fish is simply grilled. Inland, rich stews of wild boar are flavored with maquis herbs. Chestnuts, once a staple for the poor, now star in bread, cakes, and even local beer. Every meal tells a story of tradition and resourcefulness. To eat in Corsica is to taste its wild heart. The island's cuisine is a journey in itself. Each bite is a celebration of place and heritage. Corsica's history is as dramatic as its landscape. Its strategic Mediterranean position made it a coveted prize for Greeks, Romans, Genoese, and French. The island's past is etched into its stones. Citadels, prehistoric standing stones, and Genoese watchtowers dot the land. These towers, built to defend against pirates, still stand as symbols of resilience. Napoleon Bonaparte was born here, but Corsica's identity is far richer than one famous son. The Corsican language and a fierce sense of independence define the island's spirit. Heroes like Pasquale Paoli led brief periods of sovereignty, and that pride endures today. Exploring ancient sites, from Roman ruins to mysterious statue menhirs, reveals a story of resistance and love for the land. History here is alive, woven into daily life. It adds depth to every journey across the island. Corsica's coastline is a siren's call. Over 1,000 kilometers of pure beauty. From sweeping white sand bays to hidden coves, the variety is staggering. The water dazzles in every shade of blue, so clear you see the seabed below. Famous beaches like Palombagia and Santa Giulia rival the Caribbean, but the real magic is in the wild, secluded spots. The Agriates Desert and the Scandala Nature Reserve, accessible only by boat, reveal untouched nature and dramatic red cliffs. Exploring by boat uncovers sea caves and secret beaches, a privilege for the adventurous. Whether you seek kayaking, snorkeling, or quiet solitude, the coast offers it all. Each bay and headland has its own character, from Bonifacio's dramatic cliffs to Calvi's family-friendly shores. The coast is a constant source of wonder, inviting you to relax and explore. Here, the Mediterranean feels truly wild and free. Visiting Corsica is a privilege and a responsibility. The island's wild beauty and unique culture are fragile, deserving respect and care. Tread lightly, stick to marked trails, leave no trace on beaches, conserve water, and be mindful of fire. Respect the culture. Learn a few words of French or Corsican, greet locals warmly, and support family-run businesses. Remember, these villages are living communities, not just attractions. Buying local produce and crafts sustains the island's traditions. This gentle approach enriches your experience, encouraging you to slow down and connect deeply. Corsica is not a theme park. It's a proud, complex land with a soul. Traveling with awareness protects its future and makes your journey more meaningful. Give back to the place that gives you so much. Leave Corsica as beautiful as you found it. No story or picture can truly capture Corsica. You have to feel it for yourself. The island invites you to write your own story, to create memories unique to you. Maybe it's the thrill of a mountain summit, the peace of a deserted beach, or the taste of chestnut beer in a lively square. Perhaps it's the haunting sound of polyphonic singing in a village church, or a quiet conversation with a shepherd under the stars. These moments define your journey, personal discoveries that linger long after you leave. Corsica challenges and soothes, charms and surprises. It's not just a holiday but an adventure for the soul. Be present, be curious, and let the island's spirit work its magic. Go and find your own hidden cove, your own story. Your Corsican adventure is waiting, one you'll never forget.